Hello, online world and family. Just wanted to come on and share really quickly. My family and I are on this journey of learning how to grow our own food, and we've been urban farming for about 4 years now, 5 years. We have the honor and privilege of being able to participate with urban legend Will Allen this year, and we're actually on his land growing food and just learning so much. And what I really love about growing is that you just learn so much about life through growing. And so we're still very much novices and learning a lot. But one of the things we learned this year is the first year that we're actually growing inside of garden boxes on his land. And so one day he gave us a bunch of different plants: eggplant, tomatoes, kale, onions, peppers. And he was like, here's some starts. Go ahead and put this in one of your boxes and see how it goes. And we were just like, what? Like, wait a minute. What we've learned so far is that there's certain plants called companion plants that work well in growing together. And so I started to ask him, actually it was his daughter who was out here, started to ask, I said, well, so wait a minute. So is this all safe to grow together? And one of the things she said was, you know what? That is when we're worried about soil that is not nutrient rich and not nutrient dense. And so if the soil is good and it's nutrient rich and it's nutrient dense, then you don't have to worry about what you can plant together, because nothing is going to rob the next plant from the nutrients that it needs, because the soil is nutrient rich and nutrient dense. And then we had a pot box that we planted, and we just spaced, as we had learned previously, the plants about 12 to 18 inches apart. And he came out one day and he said, why are your plants so far apart? You can fit so much more in that box. You're not going to get the most that you can out of that. And I said, well, we looked it up and it said we're supposed to plant those 12 to 18 inches apart. And he said, look, when the soil is good, it does not matter. You can plant a lot closer together than most people think, because again, the plant next to it is not going to be robbing that plant from the nutrients, because the soil is rich, it's nutrient rich, it's nutrient dense. And so therefore you can actually plant a lot closer and get a lot more out of your square footage of soil. I say all of this to say, this is like a great example of what has happened, I believe, in our society, right? Our society, our culture has given us situations and circumstances and environments that are not nutrient dense, that are not optimal, that do not have all of the things that all of us need in order for us to grow and flourish to our highest potential and capacity. And so we've been told that there's not enough to go around. And then that makes us irritable and unable to live in close proximity to people who are different than us, that come from different cultures, that live different lifestyles, because we feel in some way that that is a threat to us, that there's not enough love and peace and jobs and resources to go around for everyone, right? The same thing. Maybe we grew up in families where, there's generational trauma, or there was a lack of growth and development of those who raised us. And so we have learned that it's better to isolate, to spread ourselves apart, to be far away from everyone else. Because when we are in close proximity, there was not enough love, there was not enough peace, there was not enough of the good stuff to help us grow and develop, to go around for everyone. So I say all of that to say, we need to check our soil as a society. We need to check our soil as as families. We need to check our soil as neighborhoods and communities, and make sure that we are doing things to enrich the soil, because we can enrich the soil. We can take soil that is not nutrient dense and we can add things that will make it ready and nutrient dense and ready for everyone to come and participate and be able to live amongst one another in harmony and in peace, and be able to get everything that each one of us needs In order for us to grow into our fullest and highest potential, we need to check our soil and we need to remediate our soil. That's all I wanted to share. Have a lovely and blessed day.